like a light, ayy, like a light, ayy, like a light. Slept through the flight, not for the night. 767, man, this shit got double bedroom, man. I still got scores to settle, man. I crept down the block, made a right, yeah. Cut the lights, yeah. Pay the price, yeah. Niggas think it's sweet, it's on sight, yeah. Nothing nice, yeah. Vegas in my ice, Jesus Christ, yeah. Checks over stripes, yeah. That's what I like, yeah. That's what we like. Lost my respect, you not a threat. When I shoot my shot, that shit wetty like on Shaq. See the shots that I took, wet like on Book, wet like on Lizzie. I be spinning valley circle blocks till I'm busy. Like where is he? No one seen her. I'm tryna clean her. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did half a Zan, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, 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 like a light. Yeah, Pastor Dawson Sally sending texts, ain't sending kites. Yeah, he say keep that on lock. I say you know this shit is tight. Yeah, it's absolute. Yeah, I'm back with Boo. La Ferrari. The Jamba Juice, yeah, we back on the road, they jumping off no parachute, yeah, shorty in the back, she say she working on the glutes, yeah, ain't by the book, yeah, this how it look, yeah, by the check, yeah, just check the foots, yeah, pass this to my daughter, I'ma show her what it took, baby mama cover fours, got these other bitches shook, yeah.
All right. Let's pull this down a little bit. Oops, not mine, the other. And they'll start the recording segment for today. What's up, folks? What's up? It's your boy MMG Smurf here, and we got a little bit of a change up a little tiny bit. But welcome. This is our DeFi stream of the day. Got a little bit of time before the meeting pops off in a bit, and so we're going to be making our DeFi stream. As far as King of the Hill for Smash Bros and stuff goes today, those waiting for Smash Bros, that's going to be pushed back an hour. I do have a meeting to attend, and so I won't be able to start it. The Infinite will probably be starting, and he's also held back. So King of the Hill will be starting at 7:30 Eastern tonight. If you're waiting for our King of the Hill in Smash Bros. With that, obviously I'm talking about Smash Bros. I'm going to lead in to our intro for today. I'm going to try out our new format. We got this lovely new format that I've been playing with for intro stuff. And so we're going to try it out. Oops, I think I want to do this. And then I want to do this. Boom. And then I go. No, do I have to be over there for it? I don't know. Wait. We're trying something new. This is totally new. I should have practiced this one part more. I guess it wasn't meant for that. The introduction was just meant to be. I don't know. Anyways, uh, we usually say at the beginning of these streams that this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You could lose all of your money / crypto doing / following the things that I do, the things that I'm saying in stream. Do not just do what I'm doing. If you're trying to do what I'm doing, it's because you have your own interest in it. You need to do your own research. Yeah, for the reasons that I stated, you could lose all of your money, etc. I'm not a financial advisor. What I show here on stream is Money Match Gaming's journey through crypto and DeFi and how we've been able to provide prize pools for our esports community. We hold weekly events and monthly events where we give away cash and prizes, as well as a 24-hour matchmaking system where people can earn tickets and use those to claim prizes like a traditional arcade. Except in this case, they're doing matchmaking for Smash Bros. So we want to expand that to other games and stuff, but before we can do that, we need to start off with one game, and that's Smash Bros. And our esports team is built around that as well. And so how are we able to fund all that? How are we able to fund the development and the blah, 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 blah? Well, a lot of the development still comes out of our pockets, but as far as the rewards and stuff for things, it's really been able to, in the development soon, hopefully as well, come from cryptocurrency, from our investments as far as either making content or now providing liquidity, utilizing DeFi, which is what we're going to be showing today. So previously at the beginning or early 2020, we were showing a lot of like content creation ways of earning cryptocurrency if you want to go way back into our videos. And now we're concentrating on DeFi since that's the new craze and hotness. But if you're interested in social and stuff like that, we do that as well. Because obviously we're streaming today. We're streaming on DLive.tv, which is a blockchain that'll provide us with BitTorrent token. As well as lemons, so it's like it's a dual win situation over there. But let's move into it. That was our introduction section for today. Let's move into our stream for the. I'm actually gonna make this thing a little bit bigger so I can see it easier. So that's our intro for today. Let's move into the MMG update. Again, that was kind of just that our King of the Hill event's gonna be pushed back today. For that bit, we do have some new team tryout players to be welcoming into our ecosystem. We have team rewards to give out, team earning tickets. Also, we're working on development with the bot. I'll go back over here for this portion. We're working on development with our Discord bot and to bring it tokens so that we can more easily reward people for prizes. Currently, we have to have a trend. They have to send us the tickets. We delete the tickets. Then we ask for their information. Then we send them the prize. And instead of that, we want to make it a token, and we'll be sending them other tokens on blockchain as a reward. They'll be able to stake our token that they get from tickets and earn different rewards on blockchain. So you can still use tickets for the normal way, or you can use that to claim blockchain rewards. And then we'll probably maybe transition depending on how successful that goes. And so that's the MMG update portion of today. And we're trying out a new new thingamabob, and I gotta figure out how I want it to bring in all the specific topics. Okay. Anyways, that does cover the MMG update. What do we have next on the list? My Binance Smart Chain analysis. Oh, also in the MMG update, there was one other thing that I wanted to cover. I wanted to bring into this. It wasn't just an MMG update. Initially, when I wrote it as like a market update, and so I didn't want to do kind of a market update. Right here, I have DOT on the screen. So if you're interested in Polkadot, this is kind of how that's doing today. Down 2.4%, in a bit of a downtrend in the last 24 hours at least. Also in the last 7 days, Polkadot's in a downtrend. It's just in a downtrend. So Polkadot's in a bit of a downtrend. This could be the bottom if it doesn't cross this support right here, right? But that's it could be the triple bottom, because it's like this could be, these also could be, you can look at this as like this is the low, and then this is a higher low, and then we have a high, and then we have, if this stops right here, we have another higher low. So all three of those would be higher lows, and Polkadot would be making its way upward in normal, healthy fashion. So it's not necessarily bearish for Polkadot. I don't think so in the long term, and not even in the short term. In the short term, this might be the day to buy the dip of Polkadot. And not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but we're just taking a look. Let's look at the entire market today. We can see Bitcoin still in a little bit of that downtrend. We got a similar type of situation working out. Usually traders love to see this type of W pattern. You love to see this type of pattern. And then as long as it doesn't tail off over here, what you're actually getting is a bull flag forming. So that's a bull flag on that little tiny thing, as long as it doesn't, if it breaks upward. So what we have to look at to find that again? Let's look at like the 30 and a 14-day maybe would be like a nice big one. I'm going like trading view chart. Okay, dokie. Not the healthiest. Let's see if there's like a bigger. Is there a bigger pole than that? Yeah. Okay. So you can consider this stick, this long trend upward, kind of like the flag pole, and then it tails off, and then this is the support line for it. And so you can kind of see it. It's sideways, right? There's a flag right there. If you were to cut that in half, you could see a little triangle right there. And so if it stays above this, which it's already dipped beneath that once, so we could see like another double dip like we saw in the other W, and then it could start to really climb back up to this previous height or higher if it breaks that, because then we'll be in price discovery. But that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin. Binance, like the entire market is making, like, you know, it looks like kind of bloody red, right? And so like I always say, like, you got, because it's a saying, you know, buy when there's blood in the streets, and it works. So if it's a good product, but there's a lot of them kind of making that same pattern there. Overall, it's just kind of a bloody day. We're starting to turn things around in this last hour. And again, as our analysis was on the Bitcoin and these other things, it was looking like we're somewhere around the bottom. So Ethereum's broken off like almost, you know, $300-400. Bitcoin broke off, you know, thousands of dollars. Binance broke off a good like $30-40. Everything kind of came down in price. ADA came back down under $1. And now it's, you know, 88 dipped down to like 80 something cents and is back up to $1 now. That was a great play. So that's what we're looking at for the top tokens. We could keep going down here a little bit. Check out some other tokens like Tron. We got similar play going. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much the entire crypto market right now, guys. Bitcoin determines the market a lot of the times, and so these altcoins really right now are playing off of Bitcoin. If we were to look at anything, the only other determinant that I like to look at for the market is the USD index. I love to check out the USD index and see how that's doing for things. And if the USD index is heading in a downward direction, usually Bitcoin is going to be heading in an upward direction. So if we pull this out in the 5-day span, we saw that on the 24th, which is today, we had a peak in the USD index, and then it went and continued this downward trend. And so you kind of want to find those. And so now we're at kind of the bottom, and it's either going to fall over and continue this downward trend, or we're going to see a bit of like probably a pretty big reversal, which would send Bitcoin down that much farther. We get probably the rest of that 20% dip, 20-30% dip that people are always speculating on, right? For a correction, to meet whatever day average. I don't know all that specifically. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. And there's our USD. Okay. Smurf, no more fighting USD. What's next? Binance Smart Chain analysis. What's up on the Binance Smart Chain? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Again, if you don't know how to find, if you're looking for just tokens, and I'm also going to give some, it's not financial advice, but I'm just going to, like, my type of wisdom on Binance Smart Chain. I usually have the couch segment where we talk about the homies. We didn't talk about the homies today. These segments, these like crypto segments, are like as if we was kicking it on the couch, because I already said I'm not a financial advisor and stuff. But it's just we was kicking it on the couch. You know, you're the homie. You came through and you were like, Smurf, what's up? What's moving in DeFi? I know, talking about Money Match Gaming, tweeting about blah blah blah. I hear you. Show me. And I was like, bro, come a risk and stuff. It depends on what you in, this and that. They'd be like, I hear you. Show me. And I think about it for that. So I'm like, all right. And I tell them pretty much the same spill I tell you guys. I'm not a financial advisor. Comes with risk. Blah, blah, blah. We go into it with the homies. And so today we're checking it out with the homies. Let's go into this. Let's go over here. I gotta find a way to make the other list turn the colors too. Okay, so we're checking out our Binance Smart Chain analysis. So the website that I'm on right now is bscscan.com, and this is like their Ether scan, if you're familiar with Ethereum. It's like an explorer, what they call a blockchain explorer. It lets you see all the transactions that happen on the blockchain, where all the money is, and etc. You can see everything that's happening broken down in the explorers, unless they allow for shielded transactions on that blockchain. Tron. Anyways, BSC scan. Let's look at this. Boom. So if we were to navigate around this website and we wanted to get really degen, right? This is for the purposes of, I wanted to get degen. I don't always, on occasion you can get degen, because it might work out, find something that looks good, but most of the time you don't want to. But let's say we want to get really degen, right? We're looking for a degen project, something that maybe 2-3x our money really quickly, our crypto. We go in here, we push, not tokens, we go to resources, I think it is actually. And then we go to yield farms list. So this is where a lot of people go just to check out what's the newest yield farm coming in. Oops. And I'm realizing I still got you guys looking at the USD index. We're over on BSC scan. Smurf, you fool. We're over on BSC scan first, and then we click this resources button up here, this top, the yield farm list. Cool. So we can see, and right now it's on ongoing farms, and sometimes these ongoing farms still haven't launched their actual farm yet. Usually that's a good sign that you can get in there before the token launches its farm, before people decide on the value of the token. Truly, it's like crazy speculation at this point, right? Did that just dump $20? That just dumped $20. Anyways, you can do that. Jump in on one of these, and then hope you probably want to jump out before the farming starts, because once farming starts, if somebody's a whale, if they have a bigger position than you, then they can just dump on the market, and you got to consider that might happen. That's not financial advice, but that's how it happens often. So you need a strong project. Usually the more liquidity, the more TVL that you see locked up in that project, not financial. It's probably harder for that person, that whale or however many whales, to just dump on the project, to sell out on their position, and it really move the market. So those are things that you want to try to consider with that. As well as how much money is moving in the project, how much locked, and then how much is moving, aka being sold. It's an easy way to look at that. But this is Taste. I'm not even gonna click on all these ones. Mochi. I'm actually in Mochi right now, just because I wanted to play. I play with these little ones for like $50 and like move that 50 around, and when it doubles, it doubles. And then I take that profit and I continue to move the 50 until I can get something better out of it. Like 50 or 100. Yeah. Bum, and sometimes after it doubles, then you move it out and you go back to doing the same thing. At least I do. You could also check out upcoming farms. A lot of times these upcoming farms end up being rug pulls and stuff, though. You want to be careful on jumping into anything too early, as well as all these things on the ongoing list. All these you want to be careful with. And again, most of these are all clones of each other. They're not even original. They're just taking the exact same thing, putting a few different images up there and changing the color scheme with some CSS or whatever. And then poof, they got a new application for you to buy into and give them your millions of dollars in liquidity. Be careful with that type of stuff. Watch out for these ones. What am I interested in then? And so that was just kind of like the quick analysis of like, be careful with these, because there's a bunch of them. At the same time, while I'll say there's a bunch of them, some of them are working out all right. As I was just saying, this one went up $20 while I was looking at it. Viking does seem to keep doing buybacks. This just went up $20 instantly because of one of their buybacks. So they're kind of supporting the price in that way, allowing you to continue to farm at a somewhat stable price. But they have to do that manually. I don't necessarily like that. Another project that's doing really well, and partially to a partnership with Auto Farm and a yield aggregating platform right here that we've shown before. And they also recently got not one, but two audits. One of these audits also comes with a type of security contract. So they have a security. You can check it out yourself to do your own research and stuff like that. Click on the link right here from their homepage, goosedefi.com. And then you can click on that link or go to their Twitter. But yeah, it comes with a little security deposit or audit or whatever, and this and that. And it said 30% of some pool from when I looked at it. And I don't know if that pool means the entire TVL or if it means one specific pool on the platform. I don't know what that means. But they are trying to ensure something. So in that sense, you're looking at them like they're not totally bad guys. And maybe that's just the look they're trying to go for. But in that sense, they're trying to give people more, not just stability, more, what do we want to call that? More calm, more, I'm forgetting the simplest words. They want you to be able to believe in them. Okay, and that's Goose DeFi. Also, the APY on Auto Farm, if you didn't see that, is insane. 28 million APY, and it's been above some double-digit million for multiple days now. It might be multiple weeks with it, above this insane number. And if it does that, I might have to, I'm probably going to pull out emoji and stuff like that and put them in this, because my boy is in this with a little bit, and he's talking about making a few dollars like an hour or something like that with a little bit. And so I was like, Padawan, taught you well. It's beautiful watching them grow up. Anyways, so where are we at? We're at the Binance marching analysis. That was that. That's kind of just the overall landscape of things. Now we're gonna look at my picks. First up, let's switch the topics. Now we're gonna look at my own personal picks. So my first personal pick of the day, just like, and by personal pick, I just mean projects that I'm in. I'm not suggesting you go into these projects, but these are just projects that I'm using to make some fundos. Monster Slayer shares. We showed Monster Slayer shares previously, before all the hype came to them, most recently on Binance Smart Chain. Also gave it to the boys months ago now, and it was actually part of our last stream where I was talking to the boy about, we were talking about algorithmic stable coins and why it's okay to go into this type and blah, 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 blah. And that was when it was still in the dollar range. Monster Slayer shares done shot up to above $2 for this algorithmic stable coin. Why? Again, the demand. Why is the demand so high for Monster Slayer shares? We can pop it in for you on top of this USD index right here. Pop it in, type it in, app.beefy.finance, and you can see at the very top, I like to sort mine by APY. You can sort it by whatever you want if you choose. TVL, again, for like more of that security. That's that word I was looking for. More of that security aspect. But we can see that right there. And I should have like the chat coming up while I'm talking too. I would like that. I'm going to add that to the next one. See that security aspect with the TVL, but for straight up APY, that degen aspect, that's what we're about here. No, we're not really about that, but I do get it. I get a little degen. It's nice. It's nice. It's rivaling that egg price, and it's a stable coin project, and so it's probably that much more stable. Egg could drop like 4 or 5 x, and this one should not drop 4 or 5 x ever. This one should drop maybe from where it's at 1x. And I can live with that because the APY is insane. If you're getting 4% a day, yeah, and the price is going up, you're going to be okay. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm in it. So this is also why that demand is so high right now, because they have this auto compounding vault that they got to deal with. And do your own research on Monster Slayer shares, why it might be a project, or watch some of our previous videos as part of that research. Moving on, so Monster Slayer shares, one of our picks. Moving on, next pick, I'm going to drag it over here. We only got a little bit of time left, is Midas Dollar. And so I'm over here in my own personal, dang it, I hate it when I accidentally zoom in. The total value on this platform has been increasing quite steadily. We were in here at 3 million or so total value locked. We're usually early projects, though. We are early adapters over here. We got to say that. And now it's 13 million, climbing to 14 million. That's pushing the Midas Dollar shares up. We got it listed on CoinGecko, as you can see. Midas Dollar is also going up. I mentioned this in a previous video. One of the reasons why this stable coin, other than it needing to expand slowly each epoch, but one of the reasons why the stable coin, especially during that period, is so inflated is because it's attached to an ecosystem which is attached to a bunch of other companies in various countries that are actually supplying money to the project to buy up the tokens and increase demand. And so it's a serious project. It's attached to the Burn ecosystem, the B-Dollar ecosystem, Burn Vaults. It's a pretty serious. It's not my number 2 pick. It's the other one that I'm in. And again, my picks just mean ones that I'm in. What's my number 3? B-Dollar. I just mentioned it. It's attached to the last one that we just were in. $, burn. I like serious devs. They have over 100 million total value locked up in this project, and it's an algorithmic stablecoin project, very similar to the last two that I just showed you. Smurf, it seems like you're really big on algorithmic stablecoins. I am. I like stability in my gains. It's nice to get degen, but only with a little bit at a time. If it goes up, it goes up. I like stability, and I like to like be able to like understand my odds more so than it just being like some whale totally manipulating everything and having no idea why it crashed. I like some type of understanding of the game. Time's limited. Let's keep moving. I like this one. We got low APYs compared to the other ones right now, but with the token so stable with the 45x on returns right now, and it's 400 APR, and we're auto compounding it, we're doing just fine. And we were in early. If we weren't in as early, this might not be as attractive to us. And so that's why we also are mentioning other projects where it's still early, because getting in early on those ones will allow you to have a similar position that we have on this one right here, or potentially have that type of position. And that's good gains. That's good gains for the bear market because it's in stablecoin. So everything tanks and you're already halfway in a stablecoin, even if you lose the other half. And that's like if you lost the other, like it's just like it's a better position than most things, in my opinion. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Do we have anything else? Do we want it to list? We kind of mentioned the burn one. So I'm going to drag this in here. Ramen swap, I'm interested in. I'm probably going to be cashing out on my ramen swap and my mochi after the stream. We don't have time to get all the way into it. Actually, I figure we're going to make this into 2 parts. And so this is going to be part 1 of the video. But ramen and mochi probably going to be getting dumped for soup. Soup's got about 4 days or so until it's another stable coin type of project. You know me and my stable coin projects, my algorithmic stable coin projects. But this is an algorithmic stable coin that's supposed to be pegged to not $1, but 1 BNB. Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. So right now the price of soup is insane. It's going to be going down. I expect some insane volatility happening within this token. So I'm not going to pair up a whole bunch with it. I'm going to pair up a little bit, let some of it ride on the market itself, like on Pancake Swap, let some of it ride in the farm, and just see where it balances out to, because I think it's going to be really volatile. I think there's going to be opportunities for swing trading. I think there's going to be opportunities for gains. It's going to be a fiesta, in my opinion. Do your own advice. It's risky. That's risky. These are high risk ones that we're covering at this portion. I've gone through my stable daddies. Do we have anything else for you? We covered Beefy. How much time do we have? We have a little bit of time left. That's the DeFi wrap up. Actually, we're gonna say because we got a little. You end up combining things, That's pretty much the DeFi wrap up segment. I'm gonna go really quickly through this NFT segment, and we're gonna leave Gods and Chains. Maybe we'll get to those too. We'll see. It's gonna be a really quick wrap through the NFTs and games and the Ecomi, which is another NFT project, which is why it's down here at this bottom section. So these last 3 might kind of get pushed into the last 3 minutes together. So let's start with what do we have up first on our list of the NFTs and games? And games, what are these games that we're covering? We're covering free to play first for the games, free to play games where you can earn NFTs, aka non-fungible tokens, and we'll make a specific video for those. But those are basically just like collectors, like how trading cards are really popular right now. NFTs, think of them as trading cards that are digital, that are on the blockchain, that can be exchanged for cryptocurrency. There you go. There's the value in it. They're one-of-a-kind, limited edition type things that can be exchanged for cryptocurrency. And so these games allow you to earn those. What are those games then, Smurf? Stop playing. Tell us. GodsUnchained.com is my number one pick that I like because I think it's so cool and smooth looking. I like the marketplace. I like the interface. It's basically like playing a Hearthstone, but on the blockchain and on the Ethereum blockchain at that. So when you get the money for the tokens and the cards that you get, it's a lot of money. So Gods Unchained is my number one pick, and it's very much like Hearthstone, plays out like that, except these cards you keep. You make your own decks. All the cards that they give you for free initially are already worth money. And when you look them up in the marketplace, you'll notice they're all worth like 30, 50 cents, and they're working on making it easier for you to transact between them. Whew, it's a hot project. I like it. Gods Unchained. The next one, Lost Relics. It's like Lost Seattle. Lost Relics would be my next pick in the games category. I really like Lost Relics. This is a game that's very similar to Diablo. It's an over-the-top type of game when you're going through the map, you're slaying demons. It is a kiting type of game as far as combat goes. You can't shield against anything. You have to attack, run back, and so you might want to bow. You might want to get good with that sword play. But while you're in the maps, you can collect all sort of inside the dungeons, I should say. While you're inside the dungeons, you can fish, you can shoot down things, you can collect all sorts of items, and the items that you secure will be in your pocket so that you can sell them on the market in the game and eventually on the blockchain to earn, again, cryptocurrency. This is an engine game attached to the metaverse, which is a theory very similar to the game Ready Player One, if you're familiar with that. It's not AR in the metaverse entirely. There are some AR projects, but there's that. Lost Relics. Last thing that we wanted to cover, and we got just a little bit of time before we can get this one out here. Last thing that we wanted to cover on our list today is my newest find, Ecomi, in the OMI token. The OMI token, I believe, is an ERC20 token. Maybe. It's on the Go network, so it's probably not ERC20. I probably shouldn't say that. See, you got to do your own research. I don't know much about the OMI token. I know that you have to get it off of exchanges if you want to get the OMI token. It says get OMI right here up on their website. What's their website, Smurf? Just let me do the research. Ecomi, ECOMI.com is their website. You can see their white paper token metrics. So they've got their own token wrapped around this. It also has gems. It's like another interface. I think that's a little bit more wrapped to United States dollar stable or something like that. And anyways, what is Ecomi? What is Vive? What is it all? It's a nice application on your phone. There might be a desktop application as well, but a nice application on your phone which allows you to interact with AR. So if you got a headset, probably that much better. But lets you interact with AR. Same thing, NFTs, limited edition items. And in this case, these are NFTs that are licensed by big companies, Nintendo, Pokemon, Adventure Time, Cartoon Network, Batman series, just DC Comics, all these crazy big name, NFL, Yu-Gi-Oh, huge projects, bringing their NFTs to this thing in augmented reality for your pleasure, limited edition. I think it's an awesome project. All I can say is check it out. We'll be doing our own research more on this one. And with that said, guys, I'm just going to wrap this up by saying again, because we gotta, it's a lot of information we covered today. We went from DeFi to about money match gaming to the games and this and that. And all I can say at the end of this is, there's lots of money to be made potentially. And so with that, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. There are gains to be made though. We do like to get it. We like to get it. And we like to share our journey here at Money Match Gaming. So hopefully you found this informational. Hopefully it's able to help somebody out there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later for King of the Hill if you're here for the games and stuff like that. Ignore this thing says Overwatch. I don't know why it says that.